Buenos dias. Oh, wait, that's the first time we've actually said it on the show.
Buenos dias. This is Apartment 103, episode 41.
41, 41.
Yeah.
We just became a Spanish. No, I'm just kidding.
I am Alfredo,
I'm Hector.
and we got a good show for you, hopefully. We kind of...
I think they're all good, man.
They're all good in their
as
own
long as-
special way.
As long as we're in the show, we good, man.
Yeah.
We good.
Yeah. My bad. You got it.
Nah, it's cool. I'm not a host at all in this thing. You go
Right.
ahead.
So anyway, like... I was just gonna get into the Buenos Dias of it all. That's actually what we thought that was what our original name for the podcast was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Then we found out like 30 different people have that.
We should see if they're still popping.
They probably weren't popping at the time. We just didn't
Yeah.
want to.
But were they copywritten? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll go back and change our entire, and we'll just start from scratch because clearly we're able to keep up with the demand of being consistent every week. I think we've proven that. We've shown that.
41 weeks.
41 after 52. That'll be the year.
Yeah,
We're almost there.
almost.
That's 11 weeks away.
Yeah, I should really start posting clips. I'll get to it, bro. I just...
There's a position opened up for our tech guy, video editing, producing. So yeah, if any of you want to apply for it, it's a salary of $0 per year.
Mm-hmm.
Long hours. Stay late until the project's done.
Yeah.
But it's only 3 clips.
Yeah.
Clearly, our guy can't do it.
Well, he's kind of busy. Trying not to die. Trying not to kill himself. Anyway, the way we start every episode is this Let's Get Deep Friends Edition.
We'll start off with level 1, icebreaker. Who is your favorite comedian? That's a pretty good question.
Ooh,
You a funny guy?
that was aggressive. Took my breath away, bro.
You a funny guy? Who you like?
I almost choked on my
Who you
spit.
think is funny?
Ew.
Guy?
Nah, I really like Dave Chappelle.
Mm.
I think from when I was a kid, I think that was the first guy that I watched. Because remember they used to upload videos to YouTube. They used to upload people's specials, but they would be like 10 videos.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it was like
yeah.
an hour of comedy, but it would be like,
Broken down in like parts.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
part one.
They do that with movies and stuff
Yeah,
all the
they used to
time.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before it was like a big copyright
Yeah.
issue. They started, cracking
Yeah.
down on it.
Yeah, but now like that was the first one that I watched, and I was like, damn, this dude's funny. And then he disappeared. But like at the time, and then he came back and did like all the Netflix stuff, and I was like, nah, he still got it. He still got it.
Man was never not funny.
Yeah.
He just,
So I would put Dave Chappelle up there. I'm a big fan of John Mulaney. Have you heard his comedy?
probably, maybe.
He makes me laugh. He's very white humor.
Oh, perfect. That's what I was gonna lead into my next.
Okay, who you got?
Not my favorite, but recently I've been listening to a guy named Gary Owens.
Oh, I like Gary Owens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very funny. I think I like a lot of his stuff because it's Navy based, like military kind of stuff, and he's
Yeah.
hilarious, man.
Yeah.
And like I can see, like the military side of things, kind of like that happens. Like I
Yeah.
relate to some of the stuff that he's
Yeah.
talking about, so it's really funny. I would say though, like one of my favorites was probably my first like comedian, I guess, was probably Cat Williams.
Yeah. Where he had like the every day I'm hustling.
Yeah.
Every day and he's like going through. He's shopping with it. He's like, that's my shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's always been kind of like super funny for me.
Yeah.
Even in his acting, like he's
Yeah.
just a comedic
Oh
person.
yeah, for sure.
But he does talk about like some real stuff in such a funny
Yeah.
manner. So I've always really enjoyed him.
Yeah, I think I watched his specials the same way, where it's broken up into 10-minute parts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was funny. He's one of those guys who's like funny as a stand-up and as an actor. Like some of them aren't really like
they don't correlate into the other sometimes.
Yeah, like Marlon Wayans, super funny in movies, super funny writer. But I watched a couple of his stand-ups, and I'm just kind of like, they're good, but they're not that funny.
Like without a script, my boy, you don't shine to your full potential.
Yeah,
you're like, you need time.
Yeah, man. But he's like super talented, and I maybe he's gotten better. I just haven't. This is one of his first ones that I've seen.
Yeah,
but yeah,
there's
Cat
another
Williams
one.
Is that dude.
Yeah. There's another one that I can't think of right now. Off of Facebook as well. That's how I watch Gary Owens, is through Facebook.
Yeah.
It's a big black dude. He's super funny.
He
calls it the roast zone or something like that up there at the front.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it's super funny. I'll have to figure out his name.
There's a comedian I didn't really like was that a lot of people loved, and I was like, he's okay. Was Gabriel Iglesias to me?
Oh, Fluffy?
Yeah.
Fluffy!
Like he was okay. And in my opinion, like for me, it just wasn't the comedy that I liked. And he did a lot of cool voices and stuff, but I was just like, no, it's cool. He's talented, but it wasn't really like making me laugh super hard.
Okay. That's how I kind of feel about George Lopez.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of stuff was relatable. A lot of stuff that he said, but yeah, I felt the same way.
Yeah, like he had this thing like, wapa!
Yeah.
You know, like he would always do, or I think it was more so that they played on their ethnicity a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but like to an extent, like after so much of it, it's kind of.
I think for me that's what helped.
Oh, really?
Because like a lot of the stuff that they were saying was relatable to me. It's just so not all the punchlines were landing for me and stuff.
I think it was because of that though. Like it was like it was just too real to not really be like funny. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So, but I guess I guess that doesn't really make sense because I do like Gary Owens, and I'm like, I relate to that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny. But there are a lot of stuff that I don't relate to that I find absolutely hilarious from him.
Yeah. I used to, when I used to work at this one place where we could listen to music all day, I used to get on, this was before I got Spotify Premium, so it was like 2013, bro.
Oh, dang.
It was a minute ago. I got on Pandora and just looked up like stand-up or like John Mulaney or Dave Chappelle, and it would just go like, treat it like a Pandora playlist where it would take bits and pieces of their albums and just play like stand-up bits, and then it'll go into a different comedian, and then another different one, and then like I was fucking cracking up while I was working. I was just working on the machine, just cracking up like an idiot, bro.
Yeah, I sometimes not so often anymore, but I also used to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, like I need a laugh, man. Let's see what they got, and you be finding some gems. On there. Like I I like a lot of the improv stand-up. Or where there's a lot of audience engagement. Yeah. Like the comedians are engaging with the audience and picking up stuff.
Crowd work, I think is what they call it.
Yeah. So that stuff I love. I love that stuff. Yeah. Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Rife? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
He's specifically good at that.
Yeah. And that's all I see of his.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a full show of his, or like him just doing funny stuff, like funny bits that are not a crowd involved.
Like exactly. I was thinking the same thing when he was like popping off on TikTok. I'm like, I've never seen him do a joke.
He's just roasting, talking shit. We all could do that.
Yeah, I've never seen him set up a joke and deliver a punchline to it. I've just seen him think of something funny while somebody else is saying something, which it is funny, but like I don't know how long that can really go, especially if you're trying to, at the rate that he was growing. I'm like, I don't know if that really works in arenas.
But I mean, I think he sells tickets though.
Yeah,
and so like people love him. So I mean, he's got to be good enough.
Yeah,
at least.
I think I wouldn't like to be in the crowd and be part of the person that they're talking to.
No.
I think I'd burst into flames, bro. Yeah.
That's funny. I think I would like it. I think it'd be cool.
I'd be like,
We going to a show. We gonna sit front row, roast the roast zone.
He gonna look at me, and then you gonna turn to me. I'm gonna be gone. It's gonna be empty chair right next to you, bro.
Like your boyfriend left.
And then I'm gonna be in the back row. Ha!
Like, yeah, I gave it to him, and now it's running out the back end. I'm like, we gay. We full on. Like, so now they get to roast me, and none of it's true.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
They don't know. It'd be an awkward position to be in.
Yeah,
Don't do that to me.
I wouldn't like to be the person of interest in the crowd.
It's like you could just lie.
That's true. I don't think people lie enough.
Yeah, I think some people they like start off with the truth, and then they're like, you know what? Maybe I should say like, nah,
Yeah.
hey, come back.
But
We gonna talk about it.
Like the comedians are so good though that they'll get you for anything.
Mm-hmm.
You could just answer a very good question, but like not as confident or something. They'll get you for that. Like, yeah, nah, man.
They get you just for answering, and you just wearing something.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, exactly. They'll find something. They're like freaking Terminator, just
scanning for all those weaknesses.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But
They're like, why your knee like that? Hey, I'm wearing jeans. How can you tell?
Like your kneecap look like baby faces.
Yeah. I'm like, man.
We should probably move on to the next one.
Deep. This is level 2. Which of your friends would you love to have as a roommate? Claudia.
That's easy.
If we're excluding each other, I don't know. Like, I think you and I make the most sense.
Yeah.
But
And then I feel like that's the obvious answer too.
yeah. But I also feel like I wouldn't, especially at this point in our life, I wouldn't like being roommates.
Right. Like I need my space.
Yeah.
Or at least not really. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Like,
yeah. Plus, you got kids, and I'm like, just maneuvering around that is gonna be its own thing.
yeah.
Although I think at 21, I would have been fine with it.
Yeah. I still had a kid at 21.
Yeah.
Just had a kid.
Yeah. And but I don't think there's any other friend that I would want to be roommates with.
No.
Is there any other friend that you'd be okay being roommates with?
Brian Thompson, if you're watching this, I'd be cool with being roommates with you. Oh, wait, he does watch this. Shit. All right. Well, now he knows.
Well, now he knows. That's funny. Yeah.
I forgot. He's actually one of the few that I know of that actually listens. He's like, yeah, I was just listening to your podcast the other day. By the way, that place is awesome. Huh? What?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and I've been married for so long that not living with Claudia is weird. It's a weird thought.
Yeah, I'm thinking the question is more set in a spot where you're by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're a single bachelor.
Yeah,
I'm a single or like we're single bachelors, probably no kids type deal.
Yeah.
Like
then easily you and I would be roommates. If you and I, for whatever reason, couldn't be roommates, like if you were in the military, like you actually were at that point in life, it'd probably just be my brother.
You'd have moved down to Ottawa or something.
Yeah, no, he would have moved here.
Oh yeah,
First
he wouldn't
off.
easily. I wouldn't have settled.
Yeah,
Well, I just got caught up and never left.
Yeah, I also feel like maybe not, but I feel like I would be good friends with a girl and be roommates with her.
Oh no, man, good
Yeah.
friends.
I mean, some people
They do say that a blowjob doesn't ruin friendships.
Well, that's not what.
What? I'm just saying.
I don't know. If you gave me a blowjob, I don't think I could be friends with you anymore.
I don't know, man. I just see it on Facebook. I'm just repeating the brain rot that I come across.
Yeah. Let's not test that theory.
Okay. So I'll give you one. We can find out.
No, because I think it would ruin our friendship. At that point, I'd be in love with you and like.
Oh, I was thinking I was gonna be terrible. I've never done it before, so I mean,
you're good at everything,
skin
bro.
you natural.
Yo, what?
No, nothing. I'm gonna be amazing, actually.
Have you seen that? That post is like, you cook one meal, you're not a chef, but all of a sudden I suck one dick, and now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You drink one beer, you're not an alcoholic. You know, like yeah.
No, but yeah, that's probably what I think I would do. Cause I think I get along with women fairly well. But I don't know. There's literally no way to know.
I probably couldn't room with a female.
I could.
I don't think I could. Like, it would have to be very, very established that we literally are just homies. Like,
well, yeah, that's what
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm imagining.
I'm not thinking like, oh, this chick, we're cool. Like, we kick it, whatever, at work, whatever. And then one of us was like, hey, you want to go get an apartment together? Like, are you trying to, like, I'm going to misread it. I'm gonna make these like if I find you even semi-attractive, I'm gonna shoot my shot. Shoot!
You gotta show up buck naked, ready to go.
Right? Like, wait, this is not what that meant.
My bad, I misread that.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You know.
Nah, I think that I could be friends with a girl and not find them attractive, or even if I think they're attractive, not want to be with them in that way.
Oh, I could too, but like I said, it'd have to be very clear that we're like, hey, I mean,
which exists. I think you could do it. I think you would do it.
I think I just don't have enough confidence in me to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just all willy nilly. But I feel like I could. But I had a lot of chick friends too growing up.
Yeah,
and like people thought I was gay because I had more girlfriends than chick friends, not girlfriends, but like, female friends. Than male friends, and they were like, "Are you gay?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm just cool. I guess like, I'm chilling.
Just funny.
I'm just not an asshole and trying to sleep with anything and everything that walks. Nah, I am, but you know, that was
But obviously, the easy answer would just be we'd be just roommates with each other.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, deeper.
Okay. In what ways do you consider yourself to be blessed?
Oh, shit. Do you have an answer?
I have an answer for you. Yeah, for me, I would say that, you know, I'm just kidding. I was like, I'm going to give the generic one. I'm breathing. You know, like, like obviously I'm thankful for breathing. I think we're blessed having another day, you know, type deal. But if I'm getting into specifics, I would say that it's being in the very unique position that I'm kind of in right now, where I've been able to help out my dad, my brother, my sister, being able to kind of like do stuff like that lately. I think that's really been cool.
I think I misinterpreted the question. You're speaking more in a thankful sense, grateful for what you have.
Yeah, you've been blessed, or you think like blessed as in like with skills or talents or
I was
features?
Like lucky to have.
Oh.
Instead of
I'm lucky to have 10 toes, 10 fingers.
Well, no, like
in good health.
Like, for instance, for you, like, you have a full beard. You have a great beard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you. So, you know, like, now I feel even more blessed.
Like, now you're blessed.
Bro, blessed. Okay.
So Mike Tyson came out.
You're so blessed, dude.
Now you're blessed. I almost did it again. In both ways. So I was going to say both. And that's what,
You both blessed.
He blessed.
He blessed both ways.
Final.
Oh man.
But yeah, so
forgive him.
That's what I was picturing.
He's on
but
the
yeah,
spectrum.
I don't know if you can say that.
No.
No, I don't know if you can say that if don't know that I am. I'm not saying I'm not.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if
He's like, you can't just willy nilly just throw that out there. Like,
you can't diagnose me like that.
I mean, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Apologize to America first off.
Right to freedom of speech. No, just kidding. Nah, I apologize if I have offended anybody. Yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah, no, but I see what you're saying though. As far as blessed,
Why don't try so hard? Just blessed, bro.
blessed.
Hashtag blessed. That's it, bro. You know, like I think you're overdoing it.
Way up, I feel blessed.
Yeah, you ain't never said blessed whenever you're over there rapping.
Bless you.
Okay. Anyway, off the blessing.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Blessed to have my wife.
That's the one I was gonna tell you. I was like, bro, if you do not say that, like,
Yeah.
I'll slap you.
I thought it was like, and maybe it's just me, but it's like blessed to have.
It's all materialistic stuff.
Yeah,
man.
like
Man.
a huge dick. Obviously,
he is.
Obviously,
he
it's
just
not.
didn't want to say it on the.
Obviously, it's
camera.
not the thing that I would say.
You don't want to get DMs and his wife get mad at him.
Yeah,
you
sorry.
know?
Yeah, it's hard to wear shorts, but I do.
Boy,
Anyway.
That's pretty good, right?
That was really good.
Thank
actually.
you, thank
yeah.
you. I practice. My daughter's always like, "You want to be? You're a horsey. You're a horsey." I'm like, "No, I'm not." And then I am.
And now you have to learn to be horsey.
Right? Now I am horsey.
Yeah. Damn. Turns out, pretty good.
I'm a full-blooded thoroughbred.
Goddamn secretarian over here.
I got me, guys. I'm a Mustang, you know, man. What?
Dang.
Anyway.
But yeah, okay. So that's how you feel blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe I completely fucked up the way I thought about that.
You self-conceited son of a bitch.
I just think like
I don't want to, be conceited like
yeah.
that big
Well,
BDE.
no,
over
but
here.
that's not what I'm saying. Is that's why I was struggling to think of anything.
Oh,
Because like, what would I really name in that scenario?
I got big feet. Y'all know what that means.
I'm not crazy about my hairline. I'm not crazy about my hair. I'm not crazy about my facial hair. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
My metabolism is shit. My height is horrible. Like now I just started feeling bad about myself, bro.
Okay, on to the next thing.
That really showed where I stood.
Okay, hey, if y'all think that this man has any good features, please. You know what? Actually, don't go in the comments. Don't even go in the comments to say anything.
Or say anything worse. Just add to the list.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry, dog. You got great nails, man. They look healthy.
I got a broken finger, bro. Come on.
Yeah, but your nails are good. You got healthy nails. Mine.
I do got healthy nails, actually.
See.
My dad used to always get pissed.
Keep it going.
My dad used to get pissed because I used to take forever to cut them.
He's like, nah, bro, this is perfection out here.
And even when I was like in freshman year of high school, he would be like, "Bring me the fucking nail clipper," and I'm like, "Nah, Pa." I was like, "This is cool."
I can do it. I can do it.
Like, nah, bring it to me because you're not cutting them. I'm like, fuck, and I had to sit there while he clipped my fucking nails because I wouldn't do it. And then he used to say, "If you're gonna have them long, keep them clean." But I played so much soccer that they weren't. They would not stay clean, and now they're clean. Cause I work in an office.
Right. Like,
my hands look like these.
I polish these bitches.
Her hands look like that, so mine can look like these. Yeah. Man.
Dang. Okay.
Are you done? Are you done talking about your blessings?
Yeah, we're gonna go get mani petties.
Many pennies.
Mani petties.
Yep.
I was going mani pennies, like keeping it the same.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I was like, that does not sound right. It almost
No.
sounded dirty. Like, let's not.
We're gonna go get
actually.
manicures wearing panties.
Yeah, I mean, I got some Ranger panties. I ain't got girly panties. You see my Ranger panties, have you too?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, yeah, probably not then. They're like our military shorts, but they're like yay big. Like they're
Oh, really?
They're one bad move and you sags out.
Oh, dang. Shorts.
Yeah.
What are they for?
Sleeping, running, like just
Aerodynamic.
Like
Just
as
cutting through the
close to
wind.
naked as you can get, dog.
Dang.
Without being naked, without being indecent.
Yeah.
Like you close to indecent. Like you
Basically-
smuggling a schnauzer.
Basically a diaper.
Yeah, without the
Like-
padding, it's just all like it's just silk too.
Out here
It's
looking
smooth, bro.
like Tommy Pickles, bro.
but sexy, like
but sexy
right,
naturally.
it's like silk, bro. It's just smooth, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna wear them next time for the show. I'll just get
Just put a black bar. Alright.
Probably like when my nuts hang out. Like,
Yeah.
oh, sorry. Let me just scoop that bag up inside real quick. Just tuck
Yeah.
that in there.
Don't do that. Not on my couch, bro.
Okay. I'll
Hopefully
try
we're
that.
not on my couch next time.
Right. You want a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Okay. Hey, welcome back.
Did you just realize after you said that we don't do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm keeping it in there now.
It just makes sense to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like the technology is
Yeah.
okay.
All right. Do you
Your
want
topic?
uh,
My topic?
to?
I'm just okay.
Hey.
Okay. So what you got?
Oh my god!
No, I'm just kidding.
I would have smacked the shit out of you. Woo!
You get lightheaded?
No, I was trying to
Oh.
remember. I had two topics, and I'm trying to figure out which one. Okay,
We'll talk both.
so I'm reading this book, right?
Yeah.
It's called the.
Are you
Three-
reading it or are you listening to it? Because I think we had to clarify nowadays. Because we.
How'd you know? I am listening to it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. See?
Like I'm reading a book and then I'm listening to a different book. Specifically, this is the one I'm listening to.
See, this is exactly why I tell him we gotta clarify.
Are you a witch?
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Yeah, so I'm reading Harry Potter. No, I'm just kidding.
Yards.
I'm reading this book, listening to this book, and it's called The 3 Lives of Kate K. Right?
Kate K.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an author who goes by a pseudonym, Kate K. And nobody knows who she is, but it's kind of telling how she got there. She's lived 3 different lives, one as Annie, the other as Cassandra Ford, and then as Kate K.
Okay.
As as Annie, she had a best friend named Amanda.
Oh man, the show.
Yeah. Amanda, please.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they were part of like the theater in their high school, and so they did a lot of plays and stuff, and they wanted to be actors.
Okay.
And-
Actresses, right?
Well, I think they
Or does it,
I
they
think
still
they
call
both,
them
yeah.
actors?
I think they're interchangeable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always forget. I don't
Yeah.
ever know.
I don't yeah. Sometimes
Anyway.
I'll say actors and then a woman will say actress and I'm like, "Oh, okay. My bad."
Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I just did to you.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah. But anyway, they want to go to Hollywood and become actors, but before they go, and this is the part that I want to tell you. Like before they go, they have this whole plan of like we're gonna get there, we're gonna make buddy comedies, and we're gonna star in all these movies together.
Oh
And-
man,
and
the
the-
sadness is
yeah.
already kicking
Yeah.
in.
But then the main character, Annie, Kate K, eventually Kate K, she's asking her friend Amanda, she's like, hey, so like, just out of curiosity, what do you think happens after we do this? And so, like, what's your plan after? And so then the girl Amanda's like, you're asking me what happens after we graduate high school, move our lives all the way across the country, star in a movie, make a bunch of movies as friends, make millions of dollars. You want me to tell you what my plan is after that? That's the plan.
Right, like that's plan A, B, C,
Yeah.
D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
what more could there be to plan? Right? So that's what she,
Like die? Like that's
I don't
it
know.
with the nail in the coffin.
yeah, fall off as an actor. And So she's constantly thinking that like I'd like to do this after we do the buddy comedies. I'd like to break off and be my own person and stuff.
So she tells her.
She doesn't. She's
telling us, the reader,
yeah,
the listener.
Yeah, she's telling us how she has felt during this period, and then before they go to like this like lake that has like some islands.
She kills her.
No.
Oh.
They go off to a
wrong type of book.
Yeah, it's not that type of book. They go off to one of the islands and there's like a house that has like a zip line on it, and
cool.
There's nobody there. It's like it's like an abandoned house with an empty pool. Yeah, it's an abandoned house with an empty pool, and you know like it has like the little bit of water and the leaves and everything at the bottom of the pool.
Oh, so it's legit abandoned. It's not like it's a vacation home and they just okay.
Or it could be a vacation home. I don't remember. I was kind of not listening on the description of that part.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll just go, bro, and I'm like, oh, damn, I don't know what's happening.
Like, work me taking me out the book.
Yeah.
Come back, I'm still in the book. What? I'm on page 52?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then her friend goes on the zip line, and it snaps.
Yo. Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, and the zip line snaps, and it, like, as she's falling, she, like, her legs clip the edge of the pool, and she falls into the pool. And so the Annie, the main character, goes to her and she's like, oh my God, are you okay? What's happening? And the friend is just blinking. And she's like, what does that mean? What does one blink mean? Two blinks? Like, tell me, help me. And
help me help you.
Yeah, she's not talking. She's not moving. All she's doing is blinking. And there's like tears pulling up around her eyes. And she's like, I gotta go get help. She goes to get help, and then she gets to a convenience store, and she's like, I need to call 911. She gets on the phone. She tells them what happened. She tells them where she's at, and then she's like, I wanted to go back to the island.
I knew it. This is the life, too.
I wanted to go. She's like, I even put the boat in the water, ready to go. But then I left, and I was like, no. And she left, and she went to, like, the small town close to there and just started a new life there.
As Cassandra Ford.
I was like, dang.
That's fucked up.
And, like, considering, like, our friendship in high school, like, I couldn't help but, like, think of us in those places of, like, one of us falling and the other one leaving. I was like...
Well, first of all, I think... in my defense, I think I would have figured out what your blinks kind of maybe would have meant. Yeah. Like, blink once for yes, blink twice for no. Now we've established 1 and 2 blinks, you know what I mean?
That's what I was saying. Yeah. Also, let's be honest. You would have fallen.
Yeah, I would have been the one going first.
You would have been the one.
Like, I ain't getting up there. I'm like, bro, it's safe. Now.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
Let's be honest. That would have been you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Me and my adventurous spirit.
But yeah.
Or you'd have been like, you won't go on that zip line. I'm like, man, nah, I gotta do it.
Yeah, I would have secretly wanted to do it, but not do it until I seen you do it.
Oh, man.
And I really wouldn't have done it.
You would have left me? You probably would have.
I don't know.
I feel like your dreams was just too big, man. You a big dreamer, dog.
I was a big dreamer at the time. But I don't know, because I'm also pussy. So, like, like the thought of leaving, of now chasing that dream without you, I would have been like, you know what, I'll just stay here, work at a gas station or something.
Do all that, and it turns out, I'm like, yeah, I can't do this no more, dog. You're like, I could have left your bitch ass here.
I got you in a wheelchair in fucking L.A. Nah, bro, we doing this.
Where you gonna go, huh?
Yeah, fuck you gonna do about it? Yeah, bro.
Oh,
but I did kind of relate to that a lot. Like, it's like the parallels of their friendship and our friendship of like dreamers and stuff, and like
and we gone through the death of dreams.
Yeah, boy, have we. And so yeah, it was interesting to think of like, given that scenario, would I leave? Would you leave? And not come back? Because like,
I don't think I have the option to leave. Because we already know who I am. That's
But if the roles are reversed,
they wouldn't be. They wouldn't be. They really would.
They really wouldn't.
I'd have been right behind you on the zip line. Shoo! Oh, now we both out this bitch.
We would have just died there.
Yeah, like, oh shit. Now we're just like looking at each other, blinking.
Yeah.
Just like Morse code to each other.
The subtitles just say, fuck.
You good? Hey, stay with me. Don't bleed too long.
My freaking Morse code is like, banana.
Yeah.
I don't know Morse code, dog.
Like A, B, C. I don't know. Now I'm having a stroke.
I'm too tired.
Oh,
Just going without.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, man. It's really interesting though. It's a good book because then it continues like the story. The girl doesn't die, obviously, and
You say obviously, but that isn't obvious to me. I'm like, no, that bitch was left for dead. I'm thinking nobody made it back to her, and she finds out later on.
Well, she did call the police.
She tried. I mean, well, no, she did do that. Yeah, like she tried. She did She did all she could do.
Yeah.
Right. Like, police couldn't. She could have gone back and still she could have died. Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the story could have entailed, but yeah, no, I don't know. This is.
Yeah. It's a good book, man. I recommend it. I'm not done with it yet, so I don't know how it ends.
It's like it's good so far.
Yeah, I'm like 76% done with it.
Okay, close.
Yeah,
close. About
very
4
close.
hours left.
Yeah, there's also a actress that lives in LA in the book, and her hometown is Lawrence, Kansas.
Hey,
Yeah,
shout
like,
out
hey,
to
that's what's up.
Kansas.
So she's like always talking about like wearing Jayhawks and KU merch and stuff. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Oh. It's not that kind of video.
My fault, bro. I'm on the couch. I was casting.
No.
I was gonna show you what I could do.
You just saw that red light go on and it's go time.
Yeah. Don't even have to ask me how old I am. I'm old enough.
Yeah, facial hair.
Right. That's not fake.
Oh,
Anyway.
like that guy from Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty dope book, though.
Yeah, it's pretty
get
dope.
Back to that.
What you got?
So I have just completed my first week of college courses.
Ooh.
Horrible experience.
Yeah?
Golly. Well, I tell you what. Apparently, someone told me that they were accelerated classes.
Oh.
Apparently, I didn't listen. Yeah, nah. But actually, after crushing 4 assignments today.
In one day?
So technically I did 3
Okay.
today. And yesterday I did 2. So to be able to crank out 5 assignments in 2 days, hell yeah, I think I can manage this shit. I just ain't gonna do it next week like that.
Yeah.
I'll take that damn much right now. I'll be doing 2 on, day 1, 2 on day 2, and then just save the last 2 maybe. I think it was 4, 5. So it's like a total of 5, but 2 of them are pretty much simultaneously. You do 1 and then you post it somewhere else, and that's kind of like.
I see. Yeah.
And then you have a week. I have this next week to discuss someone else's discussion, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I can manage it. Now that I've gone through my first week of hell and tribulations,
Yeah.
I think I can manage my week 2. My other class, super chill. It's just super fast paced because I only got 2 days of a week to do that.
This is the one in person, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I might kind of take today, tonight, as a to get that head start on the week.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow, or actually, I'll take tonight to get started back on the one that I just finished. Get the head start on this one. So Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday are my online class only. The evenings, they'll be knock out some homework or whatever,
Yeah.
and prep for the next day, so to speak.
Yeah.
Whereas Monday night, Wednesday night, and Friday night will be prepping for physical class. So like going over the previous chapter,
Mm-hmm.
some PowerPoints possibly, a few notes, and kind of just crank out that homework that night or the next day or during that day if I have enough time.
Yeah.
And just kind of work that way, because the other one is 1 chapter per day essentially. That's easier. The other one is 3 chapters throughout the week plus the exam.
Damn.
Yeah, the other one is 1 homework assignment, 1 quiz on that homework.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 2 and 2 for the week. Whereas the other one, it's chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, exam, discussion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still not that much, but still, like, for the amount of reading I've had to do,
Yeah.
my brain feels swollen.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've successfully got through it all. Everything is done by its due date, so we're cool. I was damn near ready to drop all of it and just say, you know what, I don't even need it.
We'll start again.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it in. So I'm taking accounting 1 and intro to business.
Mm-hmm.
Intro to business, fairly simple.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it was so doable, knocking out 4 homework assignments.
Yeah.
Accounting is a lot more technical, more formula, and understanding that formula. If you don't understand the formula, things can kind of get messy, because everything's based off of this like 1 formula. So you can only imagine, like, if you only got 1 formula, the amount of intricacy that can go through it with wording and like placements, because it's so. I guess the accounting equation is A equals L plus E. Assets equals liabilities plus equity. But within each of those letters, there are components that affect assets, liabilities, equity. And so now you have to figure out where everything kind of goes. There's like pluses and minuses all over the place. And, credits and debits. And
I remember when Claudia was taking those classes, or some classes that have to do with her accounting major, we had to go like through. She had me like helping her with like flashcards. I would tell her the word, and she would give me the definition on the back, and I'd be like, "Got it."
Dang, I ain't even done definitions, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on the math. It's the one thing I'm really good at.
This was later on though in the class.
Oh, so I might get there next week.
You probably yeah.
She was there 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm in there in week 2.
Yeah. Did you feel like a sense of like I guess like rustiness, getting back into the groove of learning?
This whole week has been rusty, bro.
Yeah.
It's like me getting out of bed.
Yeah.
I know how to do it. I can do it.
Yeah.
But it sucks doing it.
It's like that first run after like not running for like a year, and you're like,
yeah, the joints are creaky.
Yeah, like the legs, your legs aren't going as fast as your body. You might like you kind of like stumble a little bit coming out the blocks.
Yeah. Your feet aren't. You like your brain knows what it needs to do, but your feet aren't there yet.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. But I also felt like it was pretty. I don't know, man. I'm a very big believer in keeping things simple. So these students, right? They're young.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel a little out of place.
Right.
But they be asking questions like, I'm like, pretty solid question. But come on, bro. Figure that shit out on your own time.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we spent like this is an accelerated program. You get with the program.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's everyone's education. Each one of us are paying for it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm like, go ahead and get what you need to get out of it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to say anything and be like, don't get that out of your class, right? But I would say like, it is accelerated, brother. Like you're gonna miss some things just because you ain't got the time to be
rock with it.
In it like that. Like you're talking about stuff that we haven't even talked about yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because but they have all also taken other classes. And the instructor was like, I hope that you did not take this class just because during the summer. Like, I hope it's because you had to. And I'm like, this is my first class. Like, dude, I'm just now starting.
And you're like, I had to.
Right. Like, nope, I chose this. Like, what the you know?
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
I was like, well, that's one way to start a class.
Yeah, and that's I felt like that rustiness and like struggling to get out of the blocks with like when I was learning the coding in the boot camp. I was like, oh shit, I don't remember at all how to study, how to do. I was already a pretty bad student to begin with, so like getting in there was like, fuck, how do I do this
like
again?
I was rusty when I was on it, you know. Like,
bro, I struggled so hard in high school, and then to get back into something so accelerated, I was like, damn, I don't.
Oh, that's right, your coding was accelerated.
Yeah, and it was like a week a subject, so it was like, I don't know if I could keep up with this. And even now, when people ask me about the coding bootcamp, I'm like, don't learn there. Don't go there to learn.
It's like, you can do it, but
yeah,
it's not going to benefit you the most it possibly could had you done some stuff beforehand.
Learn first, and then if you need the certification quickly, go get the certification in the bootcamp, because by that point, you already know. You already know what to do. But like, if you're going there to learn, it's going to be a struggle.
Right, you're just always going to be like that little bit behind.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got you. Yeah, like, I think it was pretty cool. Like, I'm a pretty good student. Like, I know how to take tests. I know how to take the quizzes. I know how to do the homework and stuff like that. I believe that homework is for those who need the practice, not for the people who understand it in class.
Mm-hmm.
But practice makes it easier to retain. Like,
you
get the, just like working out.
Mm-hmm.
If you do it, it becomes muscle memory. Yada yada. So the homework has been really cool, really easy. Taking the, like, multiple question tests or quizzes, super easy. Like the whole SMART workbook deal, not a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to learn how to challenge myself in that. So instead of actually reading the chapters and stuff, I found a really quick way of like getting the information. For me, is that I'll go in there, because you can read it while you're taking the test or the quiz on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I'll do is I'll kind of be like, okay, well, what do I think this is? Boom. And a lot of it's logical. Like, it kind of has like a process to it. And so you kind of, some things you're going to like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I kind of use that. I'm like, okay, this one seems like the most sense. And then I'll be like, read about the concept. Mm-hmm. And then I go in there and I read about the concept. And I'm like, I had it. So then I go in there, and to submit, you have to put in whether you were, you had high confidence, medium confidence, or low confidence in your answer.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I had it already selected, I'm like, hi, boy.
Yeah.
But if I'm like between a couple answers and I pick one and then I find out that it's one of the two, I'll be like medium. If I'm like, I have absolutely no idea, even after I read it, I'm still kind of confused, I'll put low, Gotcha. And then it tells you like, oh, you were knowledgeable, or you could use some help in these kind of concepts, and you can retake it. So that's also pretty cool.
Yeah.
With accounting, it has this thing called show my work. Check my work. So you put in all the wrong answers, and it'll tell you, oh, yeah, all of these are wrong. But what it doesn't do is tell you what makes it right. Gotcha. So it's a bit of a guessing game if you're just trying to get the check marks.
You're just trying to get past it.
Right. So what I try to do is I go through each step. So there's like multiple steps sometimes. I'll go through each step. I'll go through one, and I'll be like, okay, am I done? I try to finish that problem in its entirety, check my work, see where I messed up, or if it's like question's not complete. And if it's not complete, I'm like, okay, well, now I got to go back and reread, figure out where my numbers are, yada yada. Mm-hmm. So it's been a learning curve, especially with the online portion.
Yeah,
online is new to me. I've never done online school except for when I was in Afghanistan.
All right, yeah.
Which that one was super easy, because it wasn't like an online in the sense of I had to take tests or anything like that. It was more so just creating, because I was doing it for personal training stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So it was like give us a workout plan, tell us your targeted audience, and like super simple stuff. In my opinion, the only problem was like they didn't have quizzes or like exams where it was proctored. So that's like where they like log down your computer essentially.
Yeah.
You can only stay on this screen, whatever, yada yada. I was like, oh, that's you can't use anything outside of the provided material, which is like one PDF file. At least in my last one, it was a PDF file.
Yeah.
For the writing assignment, so it wasn't a whole lot. But that writing, that reading, that stuff was confusing, bro.
Yeah.
He's like a lot of vagueness, like, oh, the freaking. Anyways, nah, I'm not gonna get into it, man.
Yeah.
I've already rambled way too long about this. It was.
This the way you're talking about it just gives me confidence that I would not want to do this.
You'd be surprised though. You would be surprised.
I don't think I would.
The fact that it's teaching me more about business though is the only thing that's keeping me alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it is a lot of nuanced information.
Yeah.
Like the U.S. has been in a national deficit and debt since 1975 because we purchased way more goods than we've ever sold. So our nation doesn't know how to export.
Yeah.
We're the greatest importer.
Yeah.
We're terrible at exporting. It's like little information like that. Like it's just cool. It's cool. But like it's about our business. We're trying to create a business.
Yeah,
so a lot of this is like, oh, okay. Like I literally wrote my essay on the concept of our business.
Yeah.
Super fire. I was engaged, my boy. And in that essay, they were like, "You need 200 words, 500 on here." This was easy.
Light.
This was easy.
Yeah.
Granted, I probably messed up on citations and references. I'm terrible at that stuff. Or it was an APA format or whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Crap like that. I don't know. And terrible misspellings. Can't use spell check, which I find it very unfair. Because in an age of technology, spell check is like the least technology we get. Spell check is like ingrained in like just
automatic
keyboard.
now.
Yeah. Like if my I and my E aren't right, it'll automatically switch. Like, bro, relax. I get like maybe using AI, right?
Yeah.
But they even let you cite or like reference AI.
Oh, really?
I don't know how. But they talked about it. I'm like, yeah. If I'm using AI, it's writing the paper for me. It's gonna cite itself. I'm not gonna cite it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So it's. But yeah, like the business aspect of stuff is really cool. Like to know the background stuff.
Yeah.
Like I think you would find it interesting. Maybe not long term.
Yeah.
And only on those like the intro to business. I think you'd be okay because it's just the surface level stuff.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's something we might could implement. Something.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be like digging into it.
Yeah.
Like today, I found out what socialism is. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't even think that's what it meant. Found out what communism is and capitalism and stuff like that. I was like, I hear these words all the time. I had no idea what they meant. Now I do on a deeper level. So,
yeah,
really cool.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're enjoying it. So one of us has to do it. So I'm glad it's not me.
Yeah. Not only am I the zip liner.
Yeah.
I'm the checkbooker.
You're both the smart and the dumb one.
Yeah. And partially creative.
Yes.
He's gonna write my content.
Yeah, I'm taking over the creative side. He's taking over the business side, and we're gonna meet somewhere in the middle, like Lady and the Tramp with the spaghetti.
Yeah, full on tongue action.
Whoa! I don't think they did that.
Oh,
I think they just packed. I could be wrong.
Yeah. Nah, that's the version I watched. They were
it was getting down and dirty with it.
That was doggy style. Whoa, wait a minute. I thought I asked my mom if it was the wrong one, but she said it was the only one she grew up with. No, I'm just kidding.
The movie's different in Arkansas, huh?
A lot of stuff is different in Arkansas. Anyway, we won't talk about that though. That's for a different type of podcast.
How much time we on right now?
I don't know, man. I've just been rambling. You might want to cut some of that stuff out.
Some of the school stuff?
Yeah. Some of it's just a bit over convoluted with
We'll
my
see.
experience.
I'm gonna watch it, and then as soon as my eyes start to glaze,
There you go.
I'll just be like, yeah, that's probably enough.
I mean, but listen to the whole bit.
Yeah.
Once it glazes over, take a 15-minute break, come back, just listen to the educational part, and be like, all right, we keep something from the front, maybe a little bit in the middle,
Yeah.
and then we'll keep the ending.
Yeah.
If you even do it. I mean, you know, our tech guy has kind of been trashed, so he might not even get to that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So,
I watched this new show today. That's what my other topic was.
oh, okay.
It's called Destination X.
Sounds cool. Sounds
Yeah.
cool.
So it's the guy from The Walking Dead, the one that says, "Pardon my French, little lady. Did you just threaten me?" or something like that.
Negan. Yeah, with the baseball bat.
Yeah.
That beats up Glenn.
Yeah.
Kills Glenn.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Oh,
Old ass show.
sorry. If you
Yeah.
haven't watched it, I'm sure you've seen the memes.
I haven't watched it, and I already know what happens.
Okay. Good. I haven't even watched it. That's the only reason why. Yeah.
The show. He's the host of the show. It's a reality TV show where it's like 10 people, and they get blindfolded and flown to a random place on the Earth.
The Earth.
Yeah,
Just
anywhere in the world, right? And they'll they have to figure out where they are based on their surroundings.
okay.
So the first place,
What if you just ain't geographically smart? You're like,
then you get eliminated.
that's tree.
There's a guy that's a freaking bird watcher, like professional bird watcher.
He already found out where he was.
So he's like, he's like, take it. He's like,
This bird, these
yeah.
trees.
That's a Canadian double-breasted red hawk. I don't know.
Right. But that's
Yeah.
one.
Sounded legit, right?
yeah. Coined it.
Yeah. So these people are just there, trying to figure out where they are. The beginning of the episode, the first place they arrive is just like a plane hangar, just like where they.
Okay, yeah.
Or
Where they get
they-
the planes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hangar.
Yeah.
A plane hangar. I thought when you said plane hangar, I was thinking PLAIN. Like it was a plane.
Just
it was
a
just
plain
very
old-
plain old hangar.
Plain old hangar, bro. Nothing else around it. That also works
Yeah.
because there was nothing else there.
Like, it was a plane hangar for a plane.
Yeah, so they the game they played there was just like there was a bunch of briefcases, and they all had something that like had like a tie to a certain country. So one of them had like pictures of like different color flowers, and they were like somebody put it in the Netherlands basket. Something had actor, and they were like, oh, this actor's from this country. Boom. So just a bunch of different stuff, right? Different
little
clues.
bitty clues, yeah.
Yeah. And so the person who got the most right, you would throw it in the basket and then take the tag off, or take the tag off and then throw it in the basket and keep the tag. And then based on your tags, they would count the ones that were correct in the correct basket. And the person with the most got to get they got to get a clue of where they were. Right? And then they were like, and because it's the first one, we're gonna let you choose another person to see this clue with you. And so this one girl, she's like, I'm gonna play this smart. I'm gonna attach myself to the dumbest player in the game, and I'm gonna play them until I don't need them anymore. So what she did is she got with this girl. Yeah, she got with this girl, and she said, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you all the
Information,
cards,
yeah.
all the little cards that I take. I'm gonna give them to you. So combined with yours, we should have the most. Just pick me whenever you win. And so they did that. They won, and she picked her. They got a clue. The next place, they had to figure out some clues and figure out where they were. It was a whole thing, and like, basically the second game, it was like, 5 people will go to the map room.
Okay.
So there's 5 tokens. If you get a token, the team was split into 2, and then the team, if you have to find a token. It's very convoluted, but if you find a token, you then get to pick a person to go to the map room. In the map room, the person has to choose where they are.
Okay. On the map.
Yeah. So these are 5 people that are going in there. 5 out of the 10 are going in there, and the person furthest away from where they actually are eliminated.
Dang, just like that?
Yep, just like that. And so some people, the people that were looking for the tokens, got to look at the city that they were in. Obviously, no markers that said we're in this country or anything, but like they
like
could
just
read the
geographical
word. Yeah, they could look at the
references,
at the buildings. They could look at certain things. They could look at the signage and see that it was maybe in
like a
town.
Starbucks, or they could see kind of what's there.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be a Starbucks, but
or like the language of the street signs and stuff, if they can distinguish it by that.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah, so that's the game. And I like it because it has a lot of riddles, and I'll be
brain teasers.
I'll be in there with them riddles, bro. But yeah, good show. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I probably won't watch it, but
yeah.
But
you probably watch it if we're watching it.
Yeah.
While you're here.
Yeah, that's the
like
only way.
It was
I won't
Next
go out
Level
of my
Chef.
way.
Next Level Chef and Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah, those are the only 2 I watch here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I need to get on to watching Barry.
Oh, yeah.
So now that I got my truck, I have my little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I don't even need that anymore. What am I talking about? I don't work at the...
Yeah.
Now I just got free time.
So you just got free time, but you're not going to use it.
Right. I'm such a dilemma. Anyways. Yeah. How much time we got left?
I think we're at... Oh, we're at 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Okay.
So we're good.
Alrighty.
You want to sign us off?
All right.
Whenever you're ready, bro. No pressure. Okay. No pressure.
I just wanted to look them in the eye real quick.
Okay. It's romantic.
Bite my lip a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Anyway. Hey, yo. Like we always come around here and, talk about our stuff. We appreciate that you guys show it up. Go ahead and hit that like button, the follow, the little dinger, the notification bell. Comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Share this with someone that you think, again, would like this content. Or if you want to show them something that you think that they won't, that's fine too. Yeah, go ahead and answer any of the questions. Again, comment your own questions, or if you think that we said something that maybe we shouldn't have, or that we said that was wrong or whatever, you can fact check us or correct us. That's fine too. Any engagement's good engagement, I suppose. But yeah, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here. So peace.